Welcome back to your latest industry developments today. There's some bad news around Ryanair and the 737 MAX. Emirates is boosting its network. And lastly, Aer Lingus is launching a new flight towards the United States. Let me begin with Ryanair, who have announced several updates regarding their commitment to the Boeing 737 MAX. This aircraft is set to be pivotal in the budget airline's long-term success. It is already operational, but it is expected in the future that the commitment will grow to extensive numbers. On top of the updates regarding the 737 MAX, the airline also revealed a full-year profit of 1.92 billion euros, with traffic growth of a further 9% to 184 million. But let's stick to the 737 MAX, where as of March 2024, the company says 146 MAX jets were in operation for a total of 584 aircraft. This figure is lower than expected because of persistent Boeing delays. The airline remains hopeful, however, that it will be able to increase its 737 MAX commitment to 158 by the end of July 2024. If accurate, this forecast would still, however, represent a pretty hefty reduction from the previously contracted tally, which should have seen more than 23 more units delivered, but obviously will not be possible. Ryanair has also stated that it is preparing for this forecast of 158 MAX jets in its fleet to shrink further due to Boeing's persistent difficulties experienced not just in producing aircraft, but also just looking at it from an internal point of view. The company says, though, it is in close dialogue with Boeing to accelerate 737 MAX deliveries and also to ensure that the quality of aircraft that are being provided to them is of the absolute highest standard. Despite the 737 MAX delays that I speak of, Ryanair is still forecasting a strong summer 2024 season, with its largest ever summer schedule expected to be provided. Ryanair will include 5 new bases with 200 new customer routes as part of the schedule. But the company knows that the industry is battling many different challenges, including capacity constraints in a host of different ways. While I talk a lot about delivery delays inbound from Boeing planes, we do also see competitor airlines in Europe being forced to adjust their capacity because of A330 aircraft groundings. These aircraft groundings come about thanks to the Pratt & Whitney engine troubles that are expected to now continue for many years. Ryanair is also wary of the ongoing consolidation that we're seeing across the European industry. They believe, though, that they're well positioned to continue competing in this hotly contested space. Looking ahead to the upcoming financial year, Ryanair says its traffic will grow by 8%. However, much of their forecasting is heavily subject to when Boeing will be able to get back on track with its contracted deliveries. And as I'm sure you know, there's no real timeline when this will take place, so it's pretty hard for these companies to accurately forecast their growth. Ryanair also went on to say that they believe their first 737-10 should enter the fleet sometime in 2027, this being the high-capacity MAX variant that Ryanair has committed to in sheer numbers. It is also an aircraft type that remains uncertified, given all the difficulties Boeing has really yet to provide an updated timeframe for certification. However, some airlines are preparing for the worst. We've seen that through airlines looking to either remove the 737-10 from their fleet plan or look in other directions, say other MAX jets or Airbus planes as cover. On to the next story. Emirates is boosting service between its home of Dubai to Vietnam. As part of the expansion, Emirates will add a second daily flight between Dubai International and Ho Chi Minh City, slated to commence on the 15th of January 2025. Emirates said that the second daily flight was actually initially going to begin on the 1st of February 2025. However, after much deliberation and following surges in demand around this period, Emirates is bringing forward the launch date. Notably, the airline does cite the Lunar New Year period of festivities that takes place at the end of January as a key reason why they want to bring forward this second daily service. Their press release highlighted how they're committing to Vietnam with this second daily flight, and it's a positive for the market. Emirates will deploy the 777-300ER on the second daily flight. This jet will be in a 2-class configuration. This configuration sees the 777-300ER seat 42 in business class and 386 in premium economy, making it, of course, a high-density layout that really maximizes capacity. EK364 is scheduled to depart Dubai at 4 o'clock in the morning with a same-day arrival at 1:55 in Ho Chi Minh City. Emirates is really committed to serving Vietnam. They believe the country is very important to their network, and with flights being offered from Dubai to also Hanoi, the country is going to certainly see enhanced connectivity in the upcoming years. On to the final story, and that sits with Aer Lingus, who will be launching flights to Las Vegas, which can now be booked on the airline's website. Service launch to Las Vegas has been a long time in the making. The Irish company has long expressed interest in flying to the market. However, seemingly time and time again, these plans have come undone, for reasons outside Aer Lingus's control. Now the airline will deploy one of its Airbus A330-300s from Dublin to Las Vegas thrice weekly. Service commencement is scheduled for October 25th of 2024. Thanks to Aer Lingus's booking systems, we can see that the flights will be operated as EI5150, with departure from Dublin at 3:20 p.m. and a 5:50 p.m. arrival into Las Vegas. These times are local to their respective cities. Aer Lingus already has a pretty extensive network across the United States, and flights from Dublin to Las Vegas are considered as the company's next natural step into the United States. Moreover, when you consider the destinations such as Los Angeles, San Francisco, Newark, New York JFK, and Chicago, plus many more are all included, Vegas is believed to be a fine addition. In the last 18 months, major events have increased considerably in Las Vegas, and as a result, the location, despite its positioning in the United States, has become an even bigger holiday and tourism spot. Aer Lingus will be betting on this continuing when its service does commence, helping to connect Ireland to the city. Steve Hill, who is the president and CEO of Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, celebrated Aer Lingus's welcoming for the first time. Hill highlighted that there were more than 52,000 visitors who actually came from Ireland in 2023 alone, and with the new service there should be more enhanced customer connectivity opportunities that will lead to these numbers being increased. If you would like to book these flights, well, they are available on the Aer Lingus website, starting at $499 return with taxes and charges included. That's going to conclude today's aviation news recap. If you have any thoughts, whether it is on the Aer Lingus service launch, or maybe your thoughts on the 737 MAX forecasting by Ryanair, you can let me know down below in the comments. Thank you very much for your support here on the channel. It is certainly appreciated. Do take care and do also be safe. I'll see you same place, same time tomorrow for your latest industry news.